Tonight, the New York Post, just in, former President Donald Trump has told allies he could announce a 2024 presidential run tonight at a rally for Ohio Republican Senate candidate J.D. Vance, the Post has learned. Well, let's bring in Jason Miller, a former senior advisor to President Trump. Jason, welcome to the programme. Great to have you on. Huge anticipation that Donald Trump may even announce as early as tonight he's going to run again. My guess is he will run again, pretty much whatever happens in the midterms, short of every candidate he's promoted losing, which I think is unlikely. Let me ask you a question, though. You work closely with the man. Is it a good thing for America if Donald Trump runs again with a 50-50 chance perhaps of winning the White House again?
Well, I'm obviously a Trump partisan. I worked for him in both 2016 and 2020, and so I very much want to see Trump come back in 2024. I think what we've seen in the U.S. with the economy going downhill, with the inflation, all the things that everybody realizes and why that we're going to have this tidal wave of an election tomorrow, that's all part of the reason why I want to see President Trump come back. But I think more importantly, Piers, on the global stage, when you have a weak American democracy, a weak leadership in the White House, it reverberates all the way across the world, and you see the rise of Russia, the rise of China, and all the bad guys don't have anyone to push back on them.
There's a very interesting moment this week, I thought, when the rising Republican star is the Florida governor, Ron DeSantis, expected to get easily re-elected in the midterms. And Trump suddenly, who's been, sort of not saying anything publicly, but knifing him privately, suddenly did it publicly. Let's take a look.
Let's see, there it is, Trump at 71, Ron DeSanctimonious at 10%.
Now, I've got to hand it to Trump. He is a master of giving people very damaging, mocking nicknames. But it also opened up this very real possibility now that he does get challenged by DeSantis, who is pretty near half his age, done a very good job in Florida. He's very popular there and is seen as the sort of Trump without all the baggage and madness. What do you make of DeSantis? And was it helpful for Trump to do this right before an important election for the Republicans?
Yeah, great question. So in a conventional lens, if you look through this, it would make no sense to go after Ron DeSantis now. Right before an election, DeSantis is going to win in a landslide in Florida, help carry a number of the Republicans across the finish line. But very clearly, President Trump does not look at things through a traditional political lens. If he had, he probably wouldn't have won in 2016 or come as close as he would have had in 2020. I think President Trump clearly is thinking about DeSantis, knows that DeSantis is likely to challenge him, even in a Republican primary if Trump says that he's running. And so he decided that heading into Tuesday, he's going to throw a little love tap, as they'd say here in New York, at Governor DeSantis. So it caught a lot of people off guard. They're upset by it. But clearly President Trump's looking ahead to 2024.
President Biden, I would imagine if you're the Republicans, the words you're praying for are, "I'm running again," because Biden looks half gaga. And he's approaching 80 years old.
Yeah, and there's a counterintuitive point here in that Trump announcing early could also force Joe Biden to announce early. Keep in mind, Biden's only real value proposition is that he defeated President Trump in 2020. A lot of Democrats do not want Joe Biden running in 2024. They want him to step aside, let in someone else like a Gavin Newsom or Gretchen Whitmer or one of the other governors around the country. So if Trump announces early, then you get Biden early, it might lock him in. That could actually be a big boon for President Trump. Whereas if President Trump were to delay, maybe the Democrat leadership can get to him and convince Biden, you know what, it's not going so well.
Are we looking, just quick answer, are we looking for a slam dunk red wave where they take the House and the Senate?
Yeah, big, huge red wave. You've seen about a 35 point shift with independents just over the last month. The bottom has completely fallen out for Democrats. Even CNN is saying that races such as the Senate contest in New Hampshire are up for grabs. I think Republicans come out of this with 53, maybe 54 Senate seats, big majority in the House. This is going to be not just a landslide.
And that will, of course, that will end any attempt, any chance of Biden doing anything more substantial while he's president, and will open up the whole
although that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Folks like myself
some would say that.
That's a good.
He actually has achieved some stuff, but it's just more his demeanour, which is so embarrassing, I think, for America. Jason, before I let you go, you're involved with this website, Getter. Elon Musk has taken over Twitter, obviously, so technically your rival. What do you make of Elon Musk? Very quickly, if you don't mind.
Yeah, obviously Elon Musk is a rival now that he's the head of Twitter, but you have to support what he's trying to do, try to bring some normalcy to Twitter, an organization that's gone very far to the left end, a lot of political discrimination, of course, the election in 2020 and the Hunter Biden laptop. I have to support him there. Piers, I don't think the culture at Twitter can be changed. That's the only reason why platforms like Getter and others.
Jason, I've got to leave it there. Thank you very much. I agree with you. It's going to be very difficult. If anyone can do it, it'll be a genius like Musk. Jason, thank you very much.
Thank you.